This is a place.
This is the place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name is Nate.
And happy National Horchata Day.
Horchata.
Nate likes horchata.
Love
Oh,
horchata.
sorry. You love it. You don't like it. You love it. You want to marry it.
This isn't a love it or like it or think it's just okay. It's I love it. I love horchata, especially if it's made correctly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can
we
mess
already
it up.
talked about this. Orange Bang, Olay Products, I think that's what it's called, makes the best horchata. And the reason why is because it goes through like a soda fountain. It goes through the system and it mixes properly. Because if you go to a restaurant and they have the bubbler, all the rice and cinnamon and sugar just sinks to the bottom. So you either get a cup of watered down sugar milk or you get a cup full of cinnamon and rice. But I'll still take it. Like if I go to Costa Vida and or what's the place called? Cafe Rio. I think Cafe Rio for a while had like a mango horchata or something.
Oh, really? Different. I think you're right. I never had it.
It was good. I liked it. But I love my horchata. If I do go to a Mexican restaurant, I usually will get the horchata. And my daughter's the only one who I found. My son loves Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I can't really get him on board with horchata. I'm like, I don't understand why.
It's the same thing. It's the same picture.
I can't remember where we were the other day, and I was like shocked that my daughter ordered horchata. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, I love horchata. I'm like, that a girl. She's my mini-me, so it makes sense.
This is a dumb question, and I think I already know the answer. But do they have horchata in Uruguay?
No. That's a Mexican thing.
Maybe. I mean, I know. I figured, but I just wondered if maybe there was some kind of variation or some kind of...
No, probably it's not a drink, but arroz con leche, rice pudding, was pretty big down there. So I guess that's the closest you get to it.
Yeah.
That I can recall. And I got so sick of eating arroz con leche. I got to the point to where I almost gagged when I...
Really? To this day, you can't eat it?
No, I can. Because NPS has been selling, and I'm like, oh, I want to see if I can try it again. But the one I like they have at NPS every once in a while, it has a dulce de leche flavoring, arroz con leche, and that's really good. But like straight up arroz con leche, I don't. Rice pudding.
I love arroz con leche. I don't like rice pudding, but I love arroz con leche.
Arroz con leche, yo quiero casarme con una chica linda. You ever seen that one?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
So, yeah.
My favorite. So, I mean, I ask if they've got it in Uruguay, but they have every country. I mean, the Mexican style is probably the most popular here, but they've got variations in Honduras, in Guatemala, El Salvador. The best one I ever had was the one from El Salvador. They make it with something called jicaro. I don't even know what it is in English. I don't even know if we have an equivalent for that word in English because it's definitely a niche thing, but that was the best one, hands down. I had a really good one, but it was both good and bad. My wife and I went back to visit where I served my mission in New Jersey, and we had a member made us her version. She's from Honduras, and my wife has a nut allergy. Didn't know that the Honduras variant of horchata has peanuts in it. She was listing to me I was trying to get back in my Spanish mind, right? She's listing me like the ingredients. She's like, oh yeah, it has this, and then she says peanuts as my wife is taking a drink, and I'm like, what? What did you say? And it was too late.
Slap it out of her hand.
Yeah. It kind of ruined the day, but that's okay. It was delicious for me, not for her.
Have I asked you though, like what kind of reaction does your wife have when she has peanuts? Is it kind of...
It's really mixed because sometimes it's really bad and sometimes it's like pretty mild. She can get away with just having Benadryl, you know? I don't know if it's like depending on the nut but we didn't have to go to the hospital. I think she had nuts 2 times on that one trip. She had the horchata and then a cannoli that had some nuts in it. And neither
Whoops.
times we had to go to the hospital. She just took some Benadryl and she was okay. But I've
Okay,
taken her
good.
probably two
Is it
times.
like her throat starts to close up, or is it more like an itchy
It's mostly her
type?
lips. Like her lips swell up and I think
It's
that's
so
the
crazy.
biggest thing. But it doesn't seem like it's as bad as it used to be, which
Right. Well, I told you my wife had a peanut allergy, and it was almost like a bad asthma attack. So
mhm.
if she just lied down and just concentrated on breathing, she could get over it. But if she kept running or whatever or walking around, she'd probably pass out. And then when she started having kids, I remember once, every once in a while, she's like, I really want to try this thing. I know I'm going to have an attack. So she would try like the candy or whatever, and then suffer through for the next hour. And then she did that one time, and then she didn't have an attack. And then she goes, huh? And then she started, because she's getting mad because this might
Enjoying the
actually
stuff.
transition. This might even transition to our next thing, because when we used to do a weight loss competition with West Jordan every year, so we would get skinny and fat every year.
On purpose
And
for the money,
when
right?
we were eating, when you're trying to like do ketosis or whatever it's called, I think you can eat peanuts. And she'd
Mm,
get so mad that I could eat peanuts. And then one day she's like, "Oh, I want some if I have an attack of care." So she started eating them, and she didn't have an attack. And I think her pregnancy kind of changed her, whatever you call it, her chemical whatever
right.
makeup. And now she can. It's funny because right now she loves. When we go to the store, she's like, "Oh, I want this. I want almonds. I want cashews. I want." And your cashews are for you, right? You can't have cashews.
Yeah, and
They're
I'm
so.
in the same boat because my mother-in-law tried to poison me a few years ago with some cashews. Just kidding. She made a pesto or some kind of pasta pesto thing, and it had cashews in it. I didn't know it, and I ate it, and I didn't have because I usually would have like my throat close up, the anaphylaxis thing, but it didn't happen to me. It just made me feel really sick, and I was feeling sick for like hours. I couldn't go to sleep. I was just laying on the ground, not even throwing up, just like the worst stomach pain I've had. And I took some Benadryl, and it was done. I was clean. So I don't know if I'm getting
Hmm.
better as well with the cashew allergy. I mean, that'd be a good thing. I'm not going to start eating cashews just because I don't like how they make me feel. But it maybe there is something to just taking things in smaller doses. You can, kind of cure yourself from an allergy or something. Not advocating for that, but I think that's sometimes what doctors prescribe, you know. Give it a shot in small doses and see what happens. But like be in the parking lot of the emergency room, maybe.
Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of bringing up a memory of like when we used to do those weight loss competitions. And the reason I bring it up is because we would go weigh in at the West Jordan City Hall. And on the way out, we would grab the West Jordan Journal, because inside. So what we would do, we would like eat really, really well the whole week. And then we'd have one cheat meal. And you want to guess what our cheat meal was? Riley's in West
Riley's.
Jordan. So we'd grab
Mm.
the West Jordan Junior or West Jordan Journal, because then there was a coupon for buy one, I think get one free or half off sandwich, and that was kind of our cheat meal, was to have the sandwich, and it kind of rolls into our discussion for today.
Riley's and Abs. We had a chance to speak with the owner of I guess both of these establishments at this point. Yeah, let's take a listen to what we found out about Abs. So today we're joined by Ashton, who is the owner of Abs Drive-In in West Valley. Thanks for coming on to chat with us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So, Abs, could you tell us tell us what that is? Where did the business come from and where is it now?
So it started 74 years ago as just a part-time summer restaurant by the original owner, Ab and Dot. The original owner, Ab, he worked at Kennecott, and so he just decided to have a little part-time thing. I think it was like 6 to 9 during summers when he first started. and it's just kind of grown from there. I believe it was the mid to late 90s when his son Bart and daughter-in-law Elizabeth Butler took over from it and helped create closer to where it is today. And then in 2016, I franchised it from them. And then in 2023, I bought them outright as the sole owner of Abs. And I'm just still looking to kind of expand and grow it more.
I am so ignorant because I had no idea that it had been around so long. I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll be celebrating our 75th anniversary next June.
Wow.
that's congrats. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So where was the original location?
Just off of 35th South and 5600 West. It turned into a Polynesian market for a little bit, but I think about a year ago it was bought out by someone else. But it's kind of tucked away just off of 35th South.
Okay.
So it just moved a little bit from, I guess, where it's currently at now, right?
Yes. We've
Okay.
had a couple locations, but yeah.
I've always been in this area. And when I speak about this area, kind of the Kearns, West Jordan, West Valley area. And so Abs has always been there, right? You had the location you're at now, and then there was one, what would you, or just kind of like
Jordan Landing area,
Airport Road.
airport. And Riley's is part of Abs now, right? Is that how you're doing it?
It is. The owners of Abs, the second owners, Bart and Elizabeth, they created Riley's themselves back in 97. And I bought them out of that restaurant in its entirety in 2023 as well.
Okay.
And for me, just given the economy and inflation and interest rates, it was just easier to consolidate it to one location instead of having the two separate ones.
I don't think I went to the Rileys because was it an Abs before Brandon back in your youth, and then it turned into just a Riley's?
I think so. If I'm
Yeah, it was a
That's how
second Abs number two.
and then it turned to solely just a Riley's for a while, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
For
So I
about 10
remember
years.
when we moved out to the West Jordan area, what Brandon's talking about. I grew up in Sandy. My wife and I used to go to that Riley's quite a bit. There was a coupon in the West Jordan Journal, I believe, for like a buy one get one half off or a sandwich or something like that. So
Yeah, that sounds
we
about
loved,
right.
we loved going over there quite a bit, but it's been a few years since we've been to Riley's.
Yeah.
So when you head over to your location now, you can get a burger and or sandwich or both, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And both of them always had shakes.
Correct. Yeah, the exact same shakes.
what sets you apart from those other kind of local burger chains that we have around here?
We just try to keep the mom and pop feel. We remember most of our regulars' names and their custom orders as they're coming in. There's a couple that we have their meals ready for them before they even get to check out
Oh,
because it's
nice.
the exact same every week that they come in.
Oh, right.
Um, so we like to keep that feel. The design of this current Abs building was more to pay tribute to the original Abs building, and kind of keep the diner theme going with it. So kind of definitely working to modernize some aspects of the restaurant while still paying tribute to that. And I think that's what a lot of people enjoy is the nostalgia of walking in, seeing the pictures from the days of past, our old menus that were on the wall, things like that. I definitely think help us stand out.
I've been inside for a while, so usually a drive up on the go type of guy. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it's
I get that.
always had that, like you say, that mom and pop drive-in vibe. It's not just I guess, a cookie cutter place like others you're gonna find around here.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you can walk into two different buildings and they feel the exact same at other restaurants, but I hope ours just stands out to everyone else.
I think, recently, we saw a pretty highly publicized brand trying to go away from their roots and make themselves a cookie cutter just like everyone else. And that didn't work out very well for them. And so I think that's a testament to people appreciate the old school and kind of
Traditions.
Not that you can't change and make adjustments, right? But they appreciate the
Right.
tradition.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this might be going backwards in the conversation, but can you tell us a little bit about like your background, like where you grew up, or and then how did you get involved in wanting to buy a franchise of abs?
Yeah, so I grew up in West Jordan. Honestly, just down the street off of 56 and 62. And
That's where I
I,
live.
yeah, I bought my first house at 19, and was looking for a second job to help pay the bills. And I drove by the Abs drive-in location on 56 and saw it was now hiring, and just lucky enough to get a job there and work my way up. It was just honestly right time at the right place.
And is this your only job right now? Is just making sure this place is up and running, or do you do something else?
That is my only job.
Nice. Are you flipping burgers yourself, or
I do. Yeah, I work in the restaurant at least 3 to 6 times a week.
that's awesome. I think that's great because then you're kind of more in the trenches, knowing what people need and want. That's great.
Yeah, and that's what I've always liked, and that's what when I franchised, it was in our agreement as well of like you can't be an absentee owner. You need to
Right.
have your hands in place so you know what you're doing, and I've always believed that as well myself. And that's why I kind of find it hard to hire managers just from the street. I want them to kind of start from the ground and work their way up as I did.
Yeah, isn't I think McDonald's has the same philosophy. They like to hire within. Um, some days I wish I would have started at McDonald's because then maybe I could be owning a couple franchises right now.
Right.
So with you working there all the time, how often are you eating there, Ashton?
Honestly, I eat there sometimes when I'm not on shift. Just stop by, check in on them, grab a burger or a sandwich, and then continue about my errands.
So I think that's, I mean, if I worked at a only burger place, I think after a while I would get pretty sick of burgers. But when you can kind of mix it up with
Mm.
the sandwiches, I mean, there's an unlimited ways to make a sandwich, right? So
Oh, absolutely. And I've definitely found many different ways to make food there. And some of those items have come onto our secret menu. So,
Okay.
oh,
We got to get
oh.
into that then. So
yeah.
tell us, what are your special Ashton creations that we can request next time?
So I created three of them and I threw it on the secret menu just to kind of test the waters to see if people would like it enough before, actually paying for it to be on the menu. The first one's going to be our pastrami burger.
Oh,
Utah
Thankfully,
staple.
yeah. Yeah, so once we merged and we had pastrami sandwiches, I'm like, might as well just throw it on our burgers as well.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have pastrami before that, did you?
We did not there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a Riley's thing.
I'm gonna have to get that next time.
Yeah, so we have our pastrami burger that's been very popular. Our most popular has been our onion ring burger,
hmm.
similar to like a Southwest burger. I probably get that the most now, to be honest. And then we have our ultimate cheese fry that can feed two people,
Yeah,
with
can it
bacon
though?
and jalapeno. Well,
I
I guess it
mean,
depends on the two people.
Is that a challenge?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Now I'm gonna make you guys go buy it and see if
oh yeah,
Oh,
I can do it
I can
alone.
handle.
Trust me.
I can
You
handle.
can only see my head, but trust me, I can handle it.
yeah.
Well, that's a question. Do you have a food challenge that people can do?
Mm.
No, I've had coworkers in the past try to figure something out to do it, but I honestly haven't put much thought into it.
But I feel like places that do it usually don't get a whole lot of what would you say participants.
Yeah, it's got to be
But
hard enough that it's really, really tough to do. That makes
well,
it
you
makes
should
it
do
worth it for
the
your end, right?
ultimate cheese fry, a pastrami burger, a shake, and a sandwich in 30 minutes. There you go.
Yeah, that would be a
Just made it
lot.
for you.
I just did it for you. Now I'm getting hungry thinking about all this food. So, what's your go-to shake?
I like to mix strawberry and Oreo.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't know if I've had something like that before. That's a good mix.
Yeah, my two favorite things. So when I'm feeling it, besides pumpkin chocolate chip, which starts
Ooh,
on, it's our pumpkin shakes that start on Monday, but I add chocolate chip to it and enjoy that with one of the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies as well.
best time of year. I'm getting.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
And then
gonna have to get one of those.
the golden question is, do you guys do eggnog shakes?
We do. It starts just after Thanksgiving.
Fair enough. We had a
Oh,
little trouble finding eggnog shakes last year, right?
we did, and I think maybe this year we'll pull the trigger and plan a full eggnog shake episode to give a review. So no pressure. Just make sure it's really good when we come by and try it.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
sure it'd be fine. Y'all will love it.
I'm sure we will. So you guys do, it sounds like, have a rotating, like what would you say?
Shake of the month.
Shake of the month, yeah.
Yep. Yep, that's what it is called. So on our current website, there is a section that tells you what we offer each month with, the dates kind of vary just depending on supply and how the end of the month ends on which day of the week.
And I think I've seen you guys put it like on the marquee outside as well. Say here's what the shake of the month is or whatever, right?
Yes, we usually do that.
Okay, cool. For somebody that's never been, do you have something you'd recommend, like the first order?
I would say that's our Fat Boy. That's the best thing that we're known for, created by Ab himself. And that's kind of on the older menus. That was just the main focal point for burgers was the Fat Boy burger.
Yeah. Okay. And that comes with, I mean, you guys got the fry sauce on it. Like what's all on the burger?
So the burger is a quarter-pound burger with cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo, and our house-made ketchup relish.
Oh, ketchup relish. Okay.
And then we do have our homemade fry sauce if they do get, any sides that they would like to have that with.
Okay. And I'm a big fry sauce guy, so I'm always adding that in, and I do think Abs has one of the best in the area. So kudos for that. Don't skip on the fry sauce, guys.
And you guys have a foot long hot dog?
We do.
That's awesome. I mean, hot dogs are actually, unless you go to J Dogs, right? They're kind of a hard thing to find. Like the only two places I can think of. So, but that's fun. Foot long hot dog takes me back to my childhood.
Nice.
Just cruising your menu and the
Looking at the
cookies you
menu.
mentioned. Do you guys have like a soup of the month, or is it pretty consistent with your soups?
We used to do it in the past, but just the cost of them, we wouldn't go through the soup of the month as often. I think it was more soup of the day, if
Mm.
I'm remembering correctly. Um, but yeah, they ended up started wasting too much of it, so we just switched to just potato cheese soup. I have been debating doing something just for the holiday season as a secondary item, but I haven't found one that I quite like yet.
Yeah, I mean, I shift into soup mode, right? During the colder months. I don't think a lot of people, well, I'm sure people eat soup all throughout the year, but I'm like looking for soup when the leaves start to fall.
Right.
So that
Yeah, it
makes
is
sense.
surprising when it's 100 degrees outside in
Right.
August or
You don't want
July
to put
and
something
someone wants
hot.
soup. Yeah.
We do. We help out with the Taylorsville football team, their concession stand for the visitors. And the lady that helps out usually makes these ramen bowls. And a couple weeks ago, it was like 98 degrees outside. I don't think one person bought a ramen bowl, which they usually sell out. But she
Yeah.
wasn't thinking that it's 100 degrees outside. Nobody wants hot soup.
Cold
when it's
ramen
Right.
100
bowls
degrees.
don't sound super good.
And that doesn't
Yeah,
sound good either.
absolutely.
So I get it. But I was going to say broccoli cheese, for me, reminds me of the holidays. I don't know
Mm.
if that's just me or my
Yeah.
family tradition.
Yeah, I will say that one is asked about a lot. So I
And
could
did we
definitely look
already?
into that one.
What's your signature sandwich? We talked about burgers, but is there
Mhm.
one that is most popular?
I would say either the club or the turkey avocado. So
I
those
think that's
two
the one
seem
I've
to be our
had.
most popular.
Yeah, turkey avocado is a good one.
Hmm. I like getting that with adding bacon to it as well. That one's pretty good for me.
I'm looking at your turkey cranberry one. That one sounds good. Maybe just because we're talking about the holidays. And so
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that will start picking up in the next month for sure.
It's
Everyone wants it
interesting.
right before Thanksgiving and then about a day after, and then we don't sell any for a few weeks.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny.
They get their fix too much at once and then they're done with it for a minute.
So right now you just have the one location.
Correct.
And I was going to say, there was a Riley's on Redwood Road for a minute, right?
Yes, that was the original location.
Oh, that's
8133
right.
South Redwood Road.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. My neighbor, kid in my neighborhood used to work there. And that brings up another point. How, how big of a hit did your shake department take when the LDS church stopped doing Feast of the Session on Saturday nights?
It did. You know, that's what I missed. That was kind of the good old days of when I first started at ABS almost 11 years ago now. Every time they had general conference, I always had to work in the morning with the owners, and then we would all come back and we would invite some former employees, the previous owner's kids, and we would have, I think, 12 of us on staff just to handle a 45-minute shake rush. And
Mhm.
it was wonderful. It was honestly such a good time. Everyone loved it, but yeah, once the church changed, that has just died off completely, and we don't need to staff that many people on those days anymore.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
that's so sad, honestly. Like not even just from just that, the vibe of just everybody in there. Look, the same people, everyone in there with the white shirts and ties, and then just enjoying some shakes after that. It probably had to be like a fun environment for you guys. Like busy, of course, but just the environment of like everyone's here just to get their ice cream, you know?
Yeah.
kind of like the Black Friday sale, what it used to be,
Right.
right? Where you're just cranking out as many shakes as you. Were you guys pre-making shakes, assuming people are going to order a certain flavor, or do you just make them as they come
So
in?
what we would have to do is I would be the shake person to balance out the ice cream because the machine itself only held maybe 6 shakes at a time, and then it would have
Wow.
to slowly refreeze it. So I would prep some ice cream first and
Mm,
get that right before people were coming in and have maybe 20 of them halfway ready to go. So then that way we could bust through a few of them quickly. But always towards the tail end, we would have to wait a little bit longer for it to start freezing back up.
that makes sense. I didn't think about that part. Was there something somebody ordered where you guys just roll your eyes during that rush? You're like, oh, come on, dude. Let's go.
Allergy. I have an
Yeah.
allergy. You have to clean the machine.
Do you know what? Honestly, I don't think we really had any issues like that. Like people would only do like 2 to 3 add-ins max. So it wasn't really much of a problem. And with it being that busy, you just kind of focused on your section and that's it. You didn't worry about anyone else.
Fair
So
enough. Were people also, I guess they would be, right, ordering food as well, or was it basically just the shakes?
I would say about 70% of it was shakes,
Mhm.
but we would still have 3 or 4 people in the kitchen just to help with that workload as well.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've been wondering how ice cream shops have been doing for the last couple years that they changed that up.
Yeah.
We need to make some new Utah tradition to bring something like that back.
Oh,
We could
absolutely.
bring it back. Let's just start a movement. Bring back the general conference ice cream rush.
Yeah, that'll be
Probably have
great.
to give
And
you
then
guys a warning though, because then you won't be ready for it.
yes, please. We have had some like golf teams or soccer teams or
Mm.
dance company at Hunter High School come in right after a competition. And I've gotten that panicked phone call from my managers, but like 30 people just walked in. Can you come help us?
Drop everything.
Yeah. So that has happened a couple times, but thankfully the ones that do it every year shoot me an email or call the store about a half hour before they show up now, so we can be better prepared.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that from them.
So you mentioned that you want to expand and grow. What is your short-term goal and your long-term goal?
Um, Honestly, right now, short-term goal is just kind of getting through the roughness of inflation and this economy, just to ensure things aren't gonna get harder to obtain financially before I start looking at other locations to expand the Abs Riley's group. Um, but yeah, the two locations were hard for a while, but that was just because of everything that was happening. So I'm hoping once things start calming down, if they ever do, then I could just be ready and jump on it at that time.
Fair enough. Is the goal to stay kind of in the West Jordan, West Valley area, or do you have plans to go even bigger?
I have a lot of people reaching out for me to go to Utah County. Some of them are my family members that don't want to drive up here.
That's fair.
Right. But and it's also I don't want it so expanded that if me as the owner needs to help out somewhere, it's an hour or more drive just for me to get there.
Right.
Right. That makes
And I
sense.
also my biggest concern is I don't want to grow so much that we take away from that mom and pop feel.
Yeah.
To me, that's not worth it. Like, there's not enough money you could pay me to kind of lose the essence of abs.
I, I appreciate that.
Don't want to sell out.
'Cause I feel
Yeah,
like there's some places that have started out mom and pop, and then once they turn into a corporation, I feel like the quality, like you're saying, goes down. You kind of lose that touch,
yeah,
and the quality of food, I think, does too. So,
yeah. I've definitely seen that in some establishments as well.
So you said that's kind of the short term goal, is get through this kind of weird time with economy and inflation, right? But what is your grand, blue sky plans and what you want to see from abs?
I would like to expand to at least 5 locations and make it to our 100-year mark.
Yeah.
At least with me as the owner, I think after 35 plus years in the industry, may be time at that point to bow out and let some younger kids do it at that. But that's kind of the overall goal for this time.
so if you say you were to open up a new location in the next year or two, will it follow the Ab slash Riley format, or would you keep it just in Abs, or would you open up another Riley's?
I think that will solely be dependent on what I see the next year and a half with what we have set up now. We've gotten a lot of good responses with the Abs Riley's merger. Um, many people enjoying the fact that some people just like sandwiches, some people just like burgers, so they can accommodate most of the family there. So as long as I continue to see those positive feedbacks, I would probably keep it the Abs Riley's group as a whole. But if it's kind of mixed feelings, then I may just go with whatever's more popular and just separate them at other locations.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to be a little more specialized and sometimes you need that bigger selection for people.
Right.
Just could depend on where you go too. Some people in one city might not like burgers and some people might not like sandwiches.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
And
think
like
they're
you
just
said,
okay.
if I find a city that has a bunch of sandwich shops, then it's not really going to be profitable for me to throw another one in there.
Yeah, that's true. And again, I'll reiterate, I think that your location where you're at now is perfect. Like if I want a burger, it's you or a chain, really. And maybe I'm missing some, but at least that's how my mind is trained. So, I mean, you're a solid staple here in this West Valley, West Jordan area, and when I think it feels like the mantle's been pushed onto you, and it seems like it's in good hands. You're innovating and doing the right things to keep Abs and Riley's around for at least the next 25 years.
Yeah, that's gold.
And one more important question.
Okay.
I'm a deal hunter. I love the
Mhm.
deals, and that's what will drive me to a lot of places. Do you guys do like any specials throughout the month, or is the price what it is?
So we do have stuff that mainly goes out on the newspaper and value pages in my area.
Hmm.
Um, the biggest one that we do all the time is our staple buy one get one free Fat Boy. And then I try to do two coupons per thing. So the other one's on the Riley side with discounts on sandwiches or drinks or salads. Kind of mix it up every once in a while. I am trying to finalize for November a family meal deal.
Mm.
And giving a good discount for like a family of four to come in and be fed for about $10 a person.
Not bad.
So,
Nice.
so that's kind of what I'm looking at now, trying to change it up, and see what other things we can do. Every once in a while, we will do promotions through our social media, throw out contests. Someone just won I believe it was $50 gift card a couple months back. We plan on doing another one end of November, beginning of December for the holidays as well. So different things like that, just to kind of keep the community interacting with our social medias and the store and giving out some free stuff.
Okay. So I think the answer is yes, you do
Yeah.
do specials. And the two things I heard is I need to be on your social media, and then I need to make sure I have a copy of the value pages. Is that what it's called?
That it is. Yep.
You don't
And
get the
those come
value
in
pages, Nate?
what's that?
You don't get the value pages?
It's so I when long story short, the house I live in changed its zip code about 15 years ago. So we were West Jordan and they put us into Taylorsville. And ever since they put us into Taylorsville and changed the zip code, the value pages stopped coming. So I
Yeah.
actually used to they used to have a stack of value pages at the animal shelter over in Murray. So if I was ever in that neighborhood, I would swing by and grab a couple of the value pages because there's like you're one of them that usually had a good coupon in there. So um, I would always stop in to grab my coupon so I can get my deals when I go to lunch and sometimes dinner.
Nice.
See, I haven't
But
even
yeah,
opened it. Are you found in this one right here?
Uh,
no, that's Valpak.
Val Pack. Okay.
It's
Value
value page.
pages is the
It's kind of
booklet.
like a magazine looking
Yeah, that's right.
coupon thing. So
I usually
yeah,
have
I
five or
think
six laying around,
I
but
actually told when Brandon said he reached out to you, I'm like, ooh, I think I saw them in the coupon book. I called it. I can't remember the name of it, the value
oh,
pages.
coupon calendars. Is that what
No,
you're
I
referring to?
no, I saw you. Actually, no, yeah, and the coupon calendar. We stopped getting those too. You were on that coupon calendar as well, right? For buy
Yeah,
one
I
get one free
believe I'm
Fat Boy.
still on their mobile app with one or two deals.
Oh, they have a mobile app now.
Yes, they do.
Well, I'll be
ooh.
dang. Look at that. Learn something
You
new.
just made Nate's day.
You
Yeah.
just made Nate just a little bit fatter.
You're
Appreciate
gonna see him soon. Make sure you get his order and have it ready as soon as he pulls it.
it.
There we go.
Well, I was just saying we just not kicked my son out. My oldest son just moved out to an apartment. So I'm like, ooh, now I'm a family of four now. Because there's five of us. When we see the family deals of four, we're like, oh man. But now it's perfect. And
Yeah.
my son absolutely hands down hamburgers is his favorite thing. The one that's still at home. So he could probably do your food challenge and not even my made up food challenge for you, and not even break a sweat. So then,
Yeah, if you ever do it, put a disclaimer that Nate's son is not
not
eligible.
allowed to do it.
Right.
There will be no second or third or fifth abs location if he has a say about it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, if I could do a food challenge with a good hamburger, I can just eat hamburgers. I don't know what it is. I don't
Yeah.
feel like I can just eat and eat hamburgers. So I told you I ate like 8 Big Macs in one night once as kind of a challenge because they were 99 cents each. Had to give it a whirl.
Just a challenge against yourself and your own body.
Yeah, just to do it. So, and abs definitely checks that box of a hamburger. I think I could down a lot of those fat boys if given the opportunity.
Much
So,
more quality than a Big Mac as well.
100%.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear.
Well, great. Was there anything else that you've been dying to tell us about Abs Drive-In, Ashton?
I guess the only thing that is potentially coming up is I'm trying to redo my website and offer mobile and online ordering. So
Hmm.
that's where we're trying to advance a little bit and just have it connect to our newer, upgraded computer system, and that way people that are more on the go can just submit their order, have it paid for, and just pull up and grab it. So
Fair enough.
I'm hoping by the end of the year we'll have that all taken care of and up and running.
Nate loves the deals. I am a mobile app fiend, so you're gonna please both of us with that. Just saying.
All right, sounds good.
Well, thanks for taking the time to speak with us, Ash. I know you've been busy with the merger, putting everything together, so appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day. And we'll look forward to see you soon. And if not before then, at least for the eggnog shake challenge, we're gonna put.
Well, we got to go try the pastrami burger, the ultimate
Yes.
cheese fry, eggnog shake, and
Might
I
have to
never
be a
thought
one-off.
about that Oreo thing. That's not a bad idea. But I wonder.
Oreo
I
and
like
strawberry.
raspberry. I want raspberry Oreo. I think is what I
Mm,
might want to try. So
Yeah.
sorry, you got me.
we're hungry.
No, that's good. It just sounds like you guys have to come multiple times now.
Yep. Yeah, not a problem. So we're not too
Not
far
a problem at all.
away. So, especially once I get a hold of those value pages, you're dead meat, Ashton.
Yeah.
It's like I went bankrupt, guys, because
And it was Nate's fault.
Yep.
freeze. So, well, after listening to Ashton for the last 30 minutes or so talk about abs, I am super hungry for some reason. And I don't know where to start. I don't know if I want to start off with the raspberry Oreo shake, if I'm going to go try that ultimate cheese fry.
Well, you have
Gotta
to
go
do
try
the
the
strawberry
strawberry burger.
Oreo. Do his way. You got to try
Yeah,
his way.
that's true. Yeah. So we're going to have to go more than once. And I need to go find my value pages or go get some value pages so I can start hitting them up and getting my value out of the visits, many visits to come to Abs Drive-In. And it's kind of ironic they call it Abs Drive-In because it doesn't really help.
It does not
your
give you
abs.
abs. Well, it's because of the guy who created
It
it.
does not.
Ol Abner, or
I
whatever
know.
his name was. But yeah,
I know. I get it.
they have a fat boy on the menu. That's not abs. That's
No.
anti-abs.
No. I mean, I do have abs. They're just not the 6-pack.
Right.
They're more like 2-liter bottles right now. How about this? We do have conference weekend coming up really soon.
We do.
So maybe we should head over there conference weekend
For old
get a
time's sake.
in memory of Priesthood Session.
I love it. Let's get a shake and those cheese fries, man. Those are calling my name. Not gonna lie.
Oh, if we get those cheese fries with the fry sauce, oh, heaven.
And the shake.
That's
Oof.
what I'm saying.
Dips-
Shake and
dip.
cheese fries.
Do you all right? I dip fries in my shakes. Would you dip a cheese fry in a shake? Or is that a little too?
No, I'm not. My wife loves dipping the fries, especially Frosty. If you go to Wendy's,
Oh, dude, nothing like dipping a fry in a frosty.
almost like if we go to get a Frosty at Wendy's, she's like almost mad if we don't get fries. And I'm like,
There's no point if you don't get fries.
so. But I would cheese fry with the fry sauce. I'll be just fine with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd dip a cheese fry in a shake, but plain fry, nice salty fry, shake. Oh yeah. But
Oh baby.
so we got at least 2 visits in our upcoming
Wow.
months. We got to go check out. We got to go have one for conference weekend. And then we got to try the eggnog shake
Yeah. So we got a couple visits.
because we didn't make it to the eggnog shakes last year. That was something we are gonna do, and we didn't get around to it. So we gotta do that now.
Yep.
And abs is on the list.
It shall be done.
Well, let us know what your favorite thing is from Abs, and if you haven't tried it, we definitely would recommend it. It's a delicious place. And also let us know what other mom and pop shops we should check out next, like an Abs, because we want to support all the local guys, all the local little establishments.
We sure do.
Thank you for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was a place we just talked about.